But how about this story of a community pulling together? Grounded Community, a charity based in Bournemouth, which teaches people how to grow their own to feed their communities. They're giving away a host of rewards as part of their first crowdfunder. This thing launched in February. It's got a target of £30,000, which it plans to split between a host of projects. And some of the rewards themselves are interesting. We can talk about those with Michael French, founder of Grounded Community, and volunteer Sharon Brinkman, both of whom join me this morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Nice to have you there. Give me the background then, Michael. Where did Grounded come from?
It started in a little community garden, which is in St Clement's in Boscombe. The community members got together with the school groups and different people and put this beautiful walled garden together. I got involved in 2014 and learned to grow food. Never grown anything before in my life, but there were some people here that knew what they were doing. So since then, I've been learning how to grow food. And the project's really developed from there, of lots of different people involved and lots of different projects happening, like beehives and growing lots of vegetables that we now give out in food boxes to people in the community. And it's been a real sort of grassroots operation, really.
And Sharon, where did you come on board with all of this?
Yeah, I joined the team in the dead of winter last year. And yeah, my interest was that probably during many people in the pandemic, I had to find I work in quite a high stressful corporate environment, and came along to Grounded. Didn't really know very much, a bit like Michael, and I do have an interest obviously in sustainability, so it just sat so well with all my beliefs, knowing how to grow food, knowing where your food came from, tasting the benefits of growing your own seasonal food, and just engaging with some really incredible, like-minded people. So yeah, it's been great, and for my mental health, just amazing.
I was gonna inquire actually what it's done for you in that regard, because, well, presumably, you know, a tough time just being able to get out, but do something significant as well. Literally seeing stuff grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not ashamed to say I really struggled last year, and but it was a huge turning point for me, and Grounded's been a part of that journey for me, definitely. It's just, incredible, and the advantages of just being out in the fresh air and literally being at one with the earth. It's it's a great feeling.
Getting it under your fingernails. Michael, £30,000 is the target you've got for this crowdfunder. Is that because you're trying to reach out and do new things, or because, like so many charities at the moment, you know, your various streams of normal revenue might have disappeared?
We only became a charity in January 2020, so we're actually a new charity, although the project's been around for a long time. So becoming a charity in the middle of this kind of crisis situation was quite a challenge. But we actually done really well last year. We raised about £60,000 during the year. We've got 6 projects over 4 sites. If you checked our website out, groundedcommunity.co.uk, you can see all the different projects we've got going on. But we're basically trying to raise money for lots of projects we're doing, like we're building an outdoor classroom. We're putting an edible forest in our secret garden, which is going to be somewhere where the chickens can go and scratch around and kids can come and, you know, plant trees. We've got a tree planting day tomorrow. We've always got lots of activities happening. We run a workshop program for school kids and adults to learn to grow their own food at our secret garden, and lots of other different aspects that we're trying to fundraise for.
Yeah, I love this. As I say, you mentioned the beehives. One of the rewards for your crowdfunder is honey from these beehives, and they are quite unusual in terms of where they are sited.
Yeah, so we've got a really good relationship with the Sovereign Centre shopping centre. And on their loading deck, if you were driving past the bus station in Boscombe and you looked up to the right-hand side, you'll see 10 beehives sat on top of the roof there. We're also partnering with other beekeepers in the area and trying to increase the amount of beehives and bee population in the urban environment. They help pollinate obviously our plants and our food growing, so that's kind of why we do it. But we actually last year just ended up with sort of loads of honey, about 100 jars of honey, and instead of just giving it to our volunteers or selling it locally to shops. We actually thought, no, let's crowdfund with it and actually make a bit more out of it this year. So that's kind of where the idea came from.
Fantastic. Crowdfunder.co.uk, search for Grounded Community to find out more. What's on the agenda then, Sharon, for the imminent future? Are you involved in this tree planting this weekend? Have you got anything ongoing at the moment?
Yeah, I try and get involved as much as I can. And yeah, I'm just excited to be a part of it. Spring is such an amazing time of year when you're growing and planting, and to have seen the garden in the dead of winter and just watch it come alive and watch the projects develop. Yeah, I'm not planning on going anywhere anytime soon.
Sharon is super organised and has really helped develop our volunteer kind of programme. And we've got so many volunteers coming at the moment, I guess because people want to connect. So that's where sort of Sharon's organisational skills have come in really useful for us.
It's great work you do, guys. Good luck with the fundraiser, and we'll keep an eye on how things go.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Great to talk to you, Michael French, who's the founder of Grounded Community, and Sharon Brinkman, who volunteers there as well. If you'd like to find out more about them, as Michael said, groundedcommunity.co.uk is the web address.
BBC Radio Solent.
Make a difference.